Hi guys, welcome to the session. This is Prakash, Maths Tutor. Let's solve the question which I have written on the whiteboard. The card is marked with the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 to 20 are well shuffled and the card is drawn randomly. So here we need to find the probability of prime number, the probability of getting a divisible by 3 and the probability of getting the perfect square. So just write down the possible outcomes here. The possible outcomes are 1 to 20. So total number of outcomes are 1 to 20, which is 20. So 20 total outcomes are there. Now the first one, the probability of getting a prime number. So write down the prime numbers in between 1 to 20. So the prime numbers from 1 to 20 are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and 17. So these are the prime numbers from 1 to 20. So how many numbers are there? So number of prime numbers, which is 8. So now find the probability of getting a prime numbers. So the probability of getting a prime numbers, which is the number of prime numbers, which is number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes, which is 8 by the 20. So let's write down the formula. The number of prime numbers, which is nothing but the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of outcomes. Which is 8 divided by 20. So we can simplify this as 4 twos are 8 and 4 fives are 20. So 2 by 5. So the probability of getting prime numbers is 2 by 5. Probability of getting prime numbers is 2 by 5. Now let's move to the next one, which is the probability of getting the number which is divisible by 3. So write down the numbers which are divisible by 3 from 1 to 20. So the divisible by 3 numbers are, so 3 can be divisible by 3 and 6 can be divisible by 3. So 9 can be divisible by 3, like that. So multiples of 3. So which is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So these are all the numbers which are divisible by 3 from 1 to 20. So how many numbers are there? We have 6 numbers. So the favorable outcomes are 6 and the probability of getting the number which is divisible by 3 is the number of favorable outcomes, which is 6 divided by the total number of outcomes, which is 20. So the probability of getting the number which is divisible by 3 is 6 divided by 20. So we can simplify 6 by 20 as 2 times of 3 is 6 and 2 times of 10 is 20. So the probability of getting the number which is divisible by 3 is 3 by 10. Now find the probability of getting a perfect square. So we need to write down the perfect square numbers from 1 to 20. So the perfect square numbers are 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. So we can write those numbers as 1, 4, 9, 16. So these are all these four numbers are the perfect square numbers from 1 to 20. 1, 4, 9 and 16. So we have 4 perfect square numbers are there from 1 to 20. So the number of favorable outcomes, so number of perfect square numbers from 1 to 20 are of 4. So finally found the probability of the getting perfect square. So the probability of getting perfect square is number of favorable outcomes divided by total outcomes. So the number of favorable outcomes are 4. So 4 divided by 20, which is 1 by 5. So the probability of getting a perfect square is 1 by 5.